Ladies and gentlemen, back again with another edition of Voice of the Valley, and you already know, don't just dream, inspire. Don't just imagine, create, and just don't believe, achieve. It goes down like that every single time. And every time I say it, it feels like something new to me, but it's not. It's just the way it needs to be. It's just the way it needs to be. If you need to hear it again, just rewind the whole joint and just listen to the whole intro again. Those words, they mean a lot. They're short, they're concise, but they're to the point. And I encourage you to rewind this real quick and listen to what I said. I start off every Voice of the Valley this way, but I think it's important. I do it for a reason. And maybe y'all will catch on, maybe you won't, but subliminally, I'm going to help y'all anyway. You heard me? So today we are back again. We got another New York person in the building. This one hailing from, none other than the big, glamorous, Big Apple, you know what I mean? But without further ado, I will bring to you my guest. Bring her on the show right now. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Vero G. What's going on, girl?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
All right. That's what's up. I welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
And I do appreciate you coming on here. And the way this is all happening, I love it when it happens like this, right? I think everybody who does media probably loves it when it happens this way. So I love to hear, hey, I was just scrolling, minding my own business. and I came across your page and I thought it was cool and wanted to engage with it. That's super cool. And, we need more people like you. So more people like that, please. And but that's dope that's how you found the page. I really love that. And I definitely appreciate you reaching out. So I wanted to make sure I gave you some props for that during this interview, you know what I mean? Because that was kind of dope in the pre-interview for me to hear that. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm honored. And you never know. It's always social media is a great way to just do your thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, let's cut right to the chase. We're here doing a Voice of the Valley. And, I've interviewed everybody from, authors to poets, to rappers and singers and business owners and all sorts. And today I feel like I'm sitting down with all those things right now. So let's talk about a little bit. So let's introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to the people right now.
Yes, definitely. So, as you guys know, my name is Veronica, but my artist name is also known as Vero G. I've been doing this for over 10 some years, over than that. But I want to start from the true beginnings. And I'm born and raised from here in New York City. It's called Lower East Side, but people don't know what it's about. It's like East Village or Lower Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And music has always been a passion of mine from a very young age. And my parents made a rest in peace. They always instilled that in me, and I wanted to utilize that to help people and inspire them along the way as well. So, definitely, thank you, thank you. And as we speak right now, like I said, I've been doing a lot, helping with the community. I do community work as well. We do back to school events, toy drives, things that you name it, we do it, and we just want to help the people as well. So we do have also a platform. We have radio, TV, magazine, and we also have, alongside with that, community outreach work. I also am a domestic violence survivor and also advocate, and I also want to talk about my testimony, if that's possible, of how I came about into my life in the past. And I also made a book about it called Trials and Tribulations and Autobiography of Vero G, which is out now. It's on Amazon, also at Barnes and Nobles on their online store. And you guys are more welcome to check that out if you get a chance to.
Awesome.
And thank you. And it's just more about that stuff I want to.
We're gonna get into all that, so let's let them know. So you mentioned quite a few things there, right? You got a lot going on. So I was mentioning the Bronx on the way in. So you're hailing from the Lower East Side, or is it the Bronx too?
Well, actually, I'm a combination of both. So I was born and raised. No, it's okay. I'm born and raised, of course, in Lower East Side, but went to the Bronx for a couple of years and then head back here. So it's a little bit of both.
Okay. I'll get blamed on here for being Bronx bias on here.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right. So, you mentioned some things there. Now, you being your IG is pretty lit. It's you talk about being a public figure, right? And I feel like that part of it is like important to you, for you to be kind of like a spokesperson, or just some, the identity for that, and just giving people a little hope, maybe looking at someone that can share an experience with, that would understand, all those things that help in the healing process when things do happen, right?
Yes.
What would you say, what came about first though, Vera G? Like you said, you've been at this for, better part of a decade or more. What came about first?
I would say first and foremost music.
Okay.
Music for a very long time.
Hmm.
Big shout out to, it used to be called Junior 22, which now they changed to a different name now. Actually, I got my first experience there with the school choir there, and got a chance to perform at other schools with competitions, and we received our award there, for the work we done, and that was when I said, well, yeah, this is definitely something I'm really going to continue on doing.
Got you. Okay. So then you're doing that. That's something that's passionate to you, I could tell, right? So now you're doing that. Now life is happening, right? So life is happening all around you. So while you're trying to do your music, and you're growing up in the world and maturing, what's happening to Vero G that it goes from, I want to be an artist with this music, to I need to stand up for people? Like what went down there in that time?
Oh my God, yes. So real quick, some of my personal life, how that came to that part, like the transitional part, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So as I mentioned, I am a domestic violence survivor. I am a rape victim. I also have been in the foster care system many years ago. I experienced that. Also been pregnant and homeless. So with those factors right there, and then some, that I've encountered in my life, people will say, you could have been dead by the age of 21, all that you went through. And I realized at that time that I had to change my lifestyle. I had to change my mindset. So when I went through that transitioning and the trials and everything I've encountered from the age, I think 7 or 8 into my adulthood, as they call it. So I realized God had used me as a vessel to use my testimony to help others. And with that in mind, I read a book, is out there now. I also started working on myself, first and foremost myself before anything. And I started to realize I had to love myself. With that in mind, that's when I started opening, alongside with my business partner, Jam Pine Media. We worked together for like now going on 7 years now, building these platforms, and use my own skills from the past, from a negative to a positive light, and use that to influence other people along the way and to encourage them for their dreams as well.
Got you. Okay. So I love that, I love that story, and it's been told a couple times, on Finally TV, and I'm always happy when I hear it, when, you go through, events, traumatic, otherwise, and turning them into something bigger than that though. I love that, because it takes a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of strength. You know what I mean? So it says a lot, but I think at the same time, it does so much. That's why it takes so much to do it, so kudos to you, for not just playing the victim, because a lot of people just play the victim and they cool there,
Exactly.
you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
the woe is me is out there, and it's heavy nowadays. You know what I mean?
I seen it. Yeah. It's crazy.
So salute to you for that. Because we need that out here. So now you're talking about, you're doing music now. With the music stuff, if we could just tap into that part of it. What was the inspirational things for you, that made you even want to do music? Because when you said what you want, what was it first? You hopped up and said it was music, 100% music. So what was the inspiration there? Why was music so heavy for you?
It's funny you say that. I always say in life, we all have a calling in life, right? And I was around the age of 6 or 7. And you know how, now this is how old I'm going to tell you, what we used to, back in the day, in our time, we used to have actual boombox, okay? And we used to have the cassette. Now you remember this, we had the blank tapes, and you could record yourself and play back it. Now, I'm telling my age right now, but I'm back to that. So I remember going through that, and when I was hearing myself, like, just practice and, play around with the tapes, And I realized, wow, there's something there, something that I never heard before, even on radio, whenever that came at the time. So even going to that situation, and then for my parents, like they see I used to perform in the house, and the music, it was just drew to me, like it drew to me, and I was like, yeah, this is something I really want to tap into. So when I later on, junior high school, the experience from that point, and then after what I went through during those situations, and then music always came back into my life. I don't know how, but it just did. And when I became older, my teens started writing music and getting to my own situation and figuring my own self out as an artist. And I realized this is when there was a calling. There was something that was different happen.
Absolutely. So, just in case the listening audience didn't catch that. So when that traumatic experience happened to you, you were young, you were a kid.
Yes.
Wow, man. Ay, people, man. God bless you, man. I'm glad you're here today doing your thing. You heard me? Absolutely. All right. So that happened. So now with the music, because I saw award-winning something going on with your profile. So you know what I'm saying? It went from you went from I'm just singing with mommy and papi in the house on the tape to award-winning. So let's talk about what happened there.
Yes. Okay. So how that came about, pretty much. Big shout out to Al Sharpton. I had the chance to work with him at the Change Choir. It was years ago, and that was a great experience. We got to travel for a little bit, and I said, at the time I was going to school, I was finishing up there, and it was too much going on. So I decided to continue school, take that for a break, and then eventually I went back to my solo career, and I started, open mic, showcase, you name it, I did it, performing everything. And then in that time frame, it was like when I started performing and I saw how the audience was, like the feedback, gravitating to them and seeing how they loved my performances. And when I first was writing my first official music and putting my music out on platforms later on, on streams, online, what do you call it? And I started seeing the reciprocation of love, the feedback of people, and it was just amazing. And then I started how it became with the awards part was eventually I would just send my music out to people and say, hey, check it out. And then people would send to other people and they will start to nominate me for other things, which I didn't know later on. I'm like, I'm getting emails. I'm like, you've been a nominee. I'm like, huh? What? Nominee for what? I'm just putting music out. I'm just trying to get about music.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. And then, just God has blessed me. And I'm humble for that because, as an artist, you do want to get recognition. You do want to get those accolades.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. But it to me, honestly, it's great to have that. But I think my main focus is when I see people that are inspired by my music and come to me after I perform, like, oh my God, you just touched my soul. Like the things, those moments are more valuable than an award for me. But an award is great too. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Is there something on YouTube right now with your music? Do you have it there, or do you have it? Where is it right now?
Yes, my music is everywhere on YouTube, Deezer, Tidal, Pandora, and just put Vero G and you'll find everything. Yeah.
All right, no, that's what I was gonna ask. So, if you had to pick a song in particular that's on YouTube that I could play for everybody, what would that be?
Yes. Okay, so true story. My music is different eclectic sounds. So I do like salsa, not salsa, but freaking man, one. Bachata. I do Latin music, and I also do like English music, R&B, soul, hip hop. You name it, I do it. So
what we playing, girl?
Okay, this song I never did a Christian song, and this song has opened so many doors for me. It's called "Let Him Heal You," and it's out now on all platforms and on the Victory album, I believe, for that one. And or I think it's the other one. I forget anyway. But the thing is, the song is really inspiring, and it's my first time ever writing this. And I hope you guys get inspired by this as well.
So we're gonna play that right now.
Yeah.
Gotta put your trust in Him. He will lead the way. Let Him heal you. Give me strength every day. Let him heal you. Blessings come my way. Let him heal you. Give me strength every day. Let him heal you. Heal you. Blessings come my way. God, put your trust in him. He will lead the way. Open your heart to him. Take your pain away. He's our Savior.
All right, so we back. We just heard the song. And what was the title of the song?
Yes, Let Him Heal You.
Let Him Heal You. Yeah, that was that one. So if y'all like that one, in the comments below, please put a little heart down there and all that, some thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Let us know. So, all right. So obviously with the Vero G, I mean, that's a play. Usually I ask about how you came part of your name, but with you, it's your name. You just play with your name a little bit, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. So you've been so Vero G just everywhere. So VEROG, and they can find you everywhere.
Yes.
Cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. So as we go, right. So another thing that you mentioned that a couple of times you've mentioned it, but I want to dive into it, is you said you wrote a book.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Book, talk about it.
Okay, definitely. So the book is called Trials and Tribulations and Autobiography Vero G. It's out on Amazon, also at Barnes & Noble's, the online store. And with that book, it talks more or less like a little bit what I talked about on the show tonight. And it also captures things that I've gone through between that, meaning going to school, finishing college, and being a single mom, and then other things that happened around that time frame. And also my childhood. I went through a lot in my childhood as well. I suffered from certain things I can't explain on here, but the book entails more on that. And yeah, I want people just to understand, like, this is my whole life story in the book, and I want people just to be motivated from it.
Yeah, because it seems like, you turn, lemons into lemonade is what it sounds like you keep doing, so that's pretty dope. So all right. So that's the author part of it, and that's your one and only publication right now. I'm sure there's more to come, but right now that's the one.
Wow. Actually, I have over 40 publications.
Oh, wow! See,
yeah,
that's why we have conversations.
No, I gotta keep working.
Okay.
Definitely. I have a list. It's a few books on my personal own books, like my journey books, as they call it. from things I went through in life, and I mentioned it on there, so you definitely could check that out. I have also guidebooks along with that. So like I also used to be I'm a plus size model, and I done modeling back in my day. I took a break, but it's something that I want to give a guidance to other upcoming models as well, what things to do and not to do, and other books as well. I do poetry books as well, so it's a bit of everything in there.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so 40 publications, man. Salute to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you busy. All right, so cool. So what I'm learning about you is that you get ideas and you just start executing the idea. That's dope about you, because I know somebody. I'm looking at a mirror right now. I know somebody that has ideas.
Okay, that's perfect.
And doesn't always execute. So you're inspiring me. No, but it's true. It's like you should be given some flowers for that in itself, because not a lot of people execute when they get ideas. And to y'all who are listening right now, you're smart. You had a good idea and you watch somebody else execute your idea. I know it's happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So the point is execute your ideas. Like, just start following through on this stuff, and you can have 40 publications and you'll win awards doing, like, just apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it comes down to. Now, I don't know if you're going to win awards like, Vero G, but You
Listen,
know.
yeah, I'm humble. I'm humble.
That's the way to be, though. That's the way to be, in my opinion. Nah, so okay, so we tackled music. We did the music thing. We did the author thing. But then you also spoke about having some media platforms,
Yes.
right? So, and I saw that you had written down for your profile, radio, TV host, which is kind of dope, right? So
Dude.
let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about that mediums and those media outlets that you got.
Yeah, not a problem.
Mhm.
So right now, actually, we'll be setting up this year the 7th season of the Vero G Spotlight TV show, which we first started 7 years back this year. Well, it'll be 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Like anniversary. Like,
Right. Yeah, I got
yeah, like whatever you want to say.
it.
So we're just excited to announce that we'll be getting new episodes coming out soon. It'll be seen. It's seen at Manhattan, in the Bronx, and also in
Mhm.
Brooklyn. So those 3 boroughs right now, and also
Mhm.
worldwide. So we've been doing that for 7 years, knock on wood,
Mhm.
and we've just been opening so many doors for many amazing local talent, and also worldwide. From poets, singers, actors, we have a list of everybody. There's not just artists. So it's a list of everybody that comes into the show, and we just want to sprinkle their spotlight and have their moment be seen. So that's that. And then also we kind of opened the doors from that point. I was talking to my business partner about it, and I said, why don't we just do something that all artists want? So the radio situation, how we branched off from the Vero G Spotlight TV show to the radio, we just extended it, and we've been like now 3 to 4 years with that at various studios, and we just been honored to bless them and have it be heard worldwide and just locally too here in New York City. So it's really been a blessing with that. Then I said around that same time frame, we were like, I was like, you know what? Epiphany again. I had a moment and something told me just work on a magazine. And mind you, nobody guided me, nobody showed me how to do it. I learned on my own, and we'll be making, I think, 6 years now, knock on wood, of the
Wow.
Vero G Spotlight magazine, and it's just been beautiful blessings and just great things to come with that.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm at when people see this, I'm imagining they're gonna want to start reaching out and stuff. So we'll put all the links and stuff in the description below. So if anybody wants to reach out and get into it, I'm sure if you got a marketing budget, you can go ahead and hit her up and get in that magazine. Maybe even get the whole spotlight thing with the TV and all that. Don't be surprised if you see your boy.
Okay, let me know.
Maybe we just trade off right quick. You know what I mean? All right. So not only did you go do the TV and radio thing, you dove into the magazine thing. So salute to you. 6 years is a good run, because that's actually what I'm on right now. So I know what it takes to do something for 6 years, man. That's good, man. Congrats to you.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, thank you. Same here.
No, it's a lot of work, for real.
Yes.
So now, do you have like a whole staff of employees right now at this point? Are you doing a lot of this stuff yourself still? Like, what's going on? Like, how is it all constituted today? What makes it all go?
Definitely. It's crazy. You just mentioned that. This has been off the back of me and my business partner, Jim Prime Media. We've been doing this for like on our strength, on us. We did have a few people that worked with us at the time, but how things happen,
Sure.
They come and go. So, but with that in mind, this has been mostly our home projects, like with the TV, then the radio, and then the magazine. So this is for going on for years now doing this.
Wow. Now, do you have to work otherwise than everything that you're involved with now, or is this your source of income and how you get it all done?
It's funny to say that, a lot of people come and tell me, oh, you should get a job. How people always got to come and put it 2 cents, right?
Yeah. They always know better than you, right?
Right. But then they're not pursuing their dreams. It's like, okay, you get a 9 to 5, and then when you have time to do your other thing on the side, so.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Definitely. And I've been judged by family, trust me. The list goes on. I'm being honest. I mean, they're the first one to throw the stone at you and talk about that nonsense. You're like, okay, but God got me though.
Right. So no, that's dope. So this is what you do. So because I asked those questions because it speaks to the level of commitment to it all. The real Like, is this real, or is this just like you were just saying, like, are you just playing on the side or something? You know what I mean? So that's dope that, you know, you got so many things going on. And they always say the best way to do this, if you're going to do it on your own, is just have multiple streams of, you know, revenue coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's
So
so true. So true.
yeah, no, so salute to you. You seem to be following like a certain blueprint, and it's working. You know, it's
Ooh,
work.
I mean, let me tell you. I'll be honest with you. There's sometimes I'll be like stressed out, and it happens in any kind of
Of
relationship.
course.
And
Yeah.
you have people that want to throw stuff at you when you like, God bless
Mhm.
you. Just keep doing what you got.
Right. Just stop playing with me, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I can only imagine, you know, I'm mostly, you know, shout out to the Village Global Network and Senior G. You know, I'm on radio. I'm on online radio with these shows and stuff. They get syndicated across the world, much like you were saying with your stuff, you know. So, but I'm really just concentrated on the video aspect of it all, and I'm ripping the MP3 out and I'm sending that over for radio. You know what I'm saying? So like so shout out to everybody listening in like MP3 streaming world. You know what I mean? But when I'm doing this stuff, I'm doing it for the visual of it all. You know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine with those different hats on that you got going on and handling all of that. So shout out to you and your business partner for being able to just keep a lid on it all and keep it all going in the same direction. It's hard just keeping one thing of mine going in the right direction.
Ooh, it's like, and it's so true because people are like, you know, you do all these things when you have time to sleep. And you say, my answer to them honestly is between the 3 hours, and then I get up and I just keep doing it again. You know,
Yeah, exactly. So with everything that you got going on, what would you say are some of like the biggest challenges so far?
I'll be honest with you. I think there's a few factors. I think one is the financial part because you're basically doing it on your own, and if you don't have like a sponsor or someone to kind of like invest in what you're doing, it all falls on your hands and who you have to hire or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot with that. The second thing I would say, honestly, from learning from going through this on my own and with the team and with management and everything else, of course, would be I think sometimes it's self-doubt that comes in sometimes. And you're doing all this work, you see your progress, or you just, little here and there's, and you look back and you're like, is this really worth it? I'm not really getting much, but with the longevity of it, would eventually the outcome, would something come out of it? So it's a lot of that also. Yeah.
Got you. Copy. So I know your main message is to, uplift, help, don't play the victim, dust yourself off and keep going and make something of yourself. I get that from you, right? So with all that and everything you've been through, what's a line of advice or maybe like a self mantra that just stays in your head that you kind of operate off of? What's that one basic thing that you operate from?
It's funny you say that. When I had family members doubting me in the very beginning, and even some, not too many though, but not a few though, and overcoming certain battles in my life, there was this one model that always stuck with me, and I actually engraved it in one of my things I wrote somewhere, and it was always believe in yourself. And through all the things I went through, and those that criticized me, and there were times where I just wanted to just give up, and when I had that model in my head. And I use that also with what I do as well for other people. And it really did inspire me to get out of that situation.
Believe in yourself. It's so true. And, the last line of my mantra that I say on every show is don't just believe, achieve.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So it speaks to what you're all about. You know what I mean? Actually, the whole mantra, don't just dream, inspire. Don't just imagine, create, and just don't believe, achieve. You know what I mean? Powerful message in just those little words right there.
Yes. Oh my God. I stand by it. Yeah.
So with you, I think it's awesome. I think that you're a great story. You know what I mean? And I do appreciate you coming on here and just sharing the highlights really of it, and just you know, bringing that good energy to the screen. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that, you know, you have a TV show that you're doing, and you're putting spotlight on people, and you know, all that stuff is really, really dope. If people want to go ahead and follow you, you know, there's gonna be, your name's gonna be on the screen the whole time with this whole interview and all that. So they'll know the spelling and all that stuff. So don't worry about that. But
Okay.
how do you want the people to support you though? What would be best for you?
Yeah, definitely. I guess, you know, just they could follow me, and then, you know, if they want to like contact me directly from, as you mentioned, to be a guest or any help, that'd be great. They could follow my Instagram, which is right there on the screen. It's at official Vero G. You know, they could follow my website, which is www.verogmusic.com. My artist page as well, which is under, it's at VERO 2884. So it'll be like that direct one. They go click on it, they'll see the page and everything. I pretty much be on there most of the time, not Instagram or just Facebook. That's pretty much it.
All right, dope. Yeah, I'll make sure that that's in the description below, and I'm sure you probably have like a link tree or something set up already. So I'll just grab all that, so
Okay,
they'll
cool.
be able to,
Yeah,
they'll be able to get to that too. So Vero G, hailing from NYC, bringing a little light, right? So before we get out of here, any last things you want to say to the people out here?
Yes. I'll make it short and sweet. I think from everyone who's listening, tuning in, just keep pushing what you want to do in this world. Let nobody stop you, and just love what you do and do it all the way.
And believe in yourself.
Yes, there you go.
There it is. So for Vero G, for Gabriel, this is Voice of the Valley. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, you know, all that stuff. Let them know you was up in here. But once again, until next time, everybody, peace.